Football League.
Bengals sideline, that's head coach Zach Taylor. These guys sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. He was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Second down now, they need 7. Play action with Nix. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
On third down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. And at the helm won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
And you could feel it, Kate. He wasn't content at any point of last week's game. As he led them to a win, he kept pushing higher and higher. 300 yards, 350, 400, and he was still thriving, driving the ball downfield as the game ended with a good bit over 400 yards. With this mindset, well, that's the minimum bar for him to attack this week.
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Cooper going in motion right. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And now the Bengals have it. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Bengals parlay the turnover into a lead. Well, Brock, we both know there's some guys who are only looking to make the tackle and end the play. Others come in hunting for the football and forcing fumbles in hopes of getting exactly what we just saw.
And it could be tough for these receivers. A lot of times, they know contact is coming, but
while a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. On second down, here's Dobbins. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
That's good.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. Oh, man, it's Marvin Mims. Running down the left side. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
The kickoff for the Broncos.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Going play action here. Burrow. Outright, Cooper's got it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st down, here's Burrow. He keeps it and takes off.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Burrow from the gun. Finds Chase on the slant. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
That's another Bengals first down.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
On the play. And the Bengals first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bengals.
From the red zone on first. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's tackled for a short gain. Second and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Brought in. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
Yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. First and goal.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And they take this in for the score. The Bengals trim the lead to 1. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Harvey now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here comes the Bronco offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. New set of downs for him from the 31. Knicks now on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Jordan battled there defensively.
Dobbins trying the right side. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle.
33-yard line.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking out that last touchdown.
Taken in by Chase, left side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Brown on the inside give. Escapes a defender. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Broncos 7.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. B.J. Hill, the one to bring him down.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Here's Dobbins again on second down. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
It leads to
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds Mims. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
They'll throw, third and long. Jukes away from one. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Needs to throw again. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a one-point game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. He dodged the tackle. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10. Burrow back to throw. Escapes a defender. This will be caught by Cooper. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. We're all knotted up at 14. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at second and pretty short. A give now to Brown. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Bengals first down. 2 yards on the play. And the Bengals
motioning him from the slot right. The first down carry for Brown. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Injury on the field after that play, and that looks like Chase Brown, who's getting some help from the medical staff. We've set it down from the 37. They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
That one finds his man, Ingram. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped by the rookie that time, Demetrius Knight. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 49-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Running out of the gun with Moss. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right back to Moss now. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Third and just 2 to go.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one finds his man, likely. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. This is Cooper looking left side. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Burrow from the gun. He brings it in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
T. Higgins. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd
They motion a tight end left. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
McPherson's kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Harvey now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punted away. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Starts his return from the 23. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. So as they face fourth down, on comes Ryan Rico to kick it. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Jukes away from one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Nix from the gun. Left side now caught by Sutton. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
18. That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10.
On first down, it's Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Broncos first down. First and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's a cut at the 4. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
17 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos tie it just before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll take the lead.
It's the score. Broncos 21.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. Things going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First down, Burrow to throw. Finds Chase on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first.
Brings up second and 3.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Into traffic, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
First down. First and 10 at the
Burrow on first down. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. With 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. tight game going into the second half? Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Brooks now on the return. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Completes it to his running back, Zach Moss. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 38-yard
Burrow to the air now. Finds him over the middle. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. Third down coming up.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Trying to run for this with Moss. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 5 on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Moss with another carry. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's another Bengals.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Burrow now on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Moss gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take the lead right away in half number 2. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Zach Taylor sends in the call. They're going for 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Burrow will throw for it. And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown.
28, Broncos 21.
They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done, but into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back to huddle. Just say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it up. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Shoves him off. Next, quick out wide, complete. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Dax Hill up for the stop.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Nix.
Brings up second and 7.
Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Nix's pass.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
incomplete.
To the air on 3rd and long. Nix is hit. He lost that football. And the Bengals get to it.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Right side cut by Higgins. And he'll go down here at the 16. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 16-yard line.
I'll run it here. It's Todd Brooks. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
And the Bengals, 1st down. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Burrow from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Higgins. And this one does not go far.
Complete to number 5, T. Higgins.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd down.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing a 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
I'm going to give a little credit to their defense right there, Kate. Sudden change situation. Your offense fumbles. You've got to find a way to hold them to a field goal, and they just did.
Harvey now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds Mims. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. So 1st down from the 41.
That's good for our Broncos.
Play action with Nix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Nix from the gun. Left side now caught by Sutton. And he's brought down at the line.
Portland Sutton. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
That's sack number 2 for this guy, and we've got plenty of game left for him to keep wrecking it. And this is where offensively now you've got to do something. You got to make an adjustment. You got to slide to him. You got to chip to him because this defensive end has been a nightmare.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. On first down, here's Burrow. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right? Pressure right in his face. Nearly turns into a couple points now. Well, now you got to be so careful. No breathing room for the next snap.
Off the play fake, Burrow. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
17 yards on the play. It's now third down.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. On third down, here's Burrow. That's on target to Cooper. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It leads to second and 10.
Burrow throwing again on second and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Isaiah Likely. A gain of 9 brings up third.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Third and 1. Burrow dumped off to his running back. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. And a fair catch made here at the 17. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
A give right side to Dobbins. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. Just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Incomplete.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, third and long. Bengals get to him and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he'll signal the fair catch. Brings this one in comfortably right at the midfield stripe. The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Now a give up the middle to Moss. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow to the air now. Setting up the screen to Moss. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Burrow. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw again, it's Burrow. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Broncos running their offense out once again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Nix with it on 1st. They try to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard
Nix
line.
dumps it off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing.
And he hauls in the interception. And the Bengals will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That's caught by Moss. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That's likely on the quick slant. On the move, past the 40. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
Burrow from the gun. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Sticking in the air. It's Burrow. This is Cooper working the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Bengals, 1st down. first and goal at the 9-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. Dropped underneath to Moss. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Zach Moss, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdound.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On first and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Shotgun snap to Nix. Chased out to his right. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Bengals going down here. 6 DBs out there. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. Gets him on the in route. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. One play action here. Burrow. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Broncos are ready to go. And we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 19. At the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he gets it away from his end zone. And hey, we see out under the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Starting the drive with a give to Moss. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Bengals close to beginning the year 4-0. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Up the gut, they go with Moss. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a gain of 3, and they are just a yard shy. 4th down upcoming.
It's now 4th down and 1.
The lead looks safe, but the Pedals staying down. They're going for this. 4th down, Burrow. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 2nd and 3 now.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
Nix from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play.
And the Broncos 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Going all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Nix to throw again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown kick. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And the defender comes away with it. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team. But this one was probably the most costly.
Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And with just a lone timeout remaining across the field, they're going to be able to run out this clock on the victory. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.